Go to the squat position, and how powerful do they feel from the hole at the bottom when you get into the low position? Hot.
And down. There we go.
Smooth. So that's
Good evening.
Tripod.
Huh?
That's a proper tripod.
Yeah, we got the world's biggest tripod and the world's smallest camera. Let me show you a quick video what it looks like on the other one. So the world's biggest tripod on the world's smallest camera. Little man over here. Focus, my friend. Okay, so, and we're back. Also over here we have Matthew, who also is doing his TikTok live. So Matt's got quite a good community now, a Strongman community, so he's doing all his TikTok live on here. Matthew, show us the community. No, show me the TikTok, my friend.
Through the TikTok, okay? I'm going to do the TikTok camera reception.
So this will be live, this will not be live, okay? So what time this is uploaded, this will be long gone. But check out Matt, he does a lot of TikTok lives. He trains here on Thursdays, but also he will train in his garage. He's got a garage gym as well, so we've got 2 gaps we train in. I train this one full time, he trains here part time. 8 PM every Thursday we come here and train. So basically this vlog will literally be about everything. So we're going to train, learn about injuries, chat a lot of shit, go from there. But today is overhead press day. What I do first is warm up. So let's take you to the warm up. Bow. There we go. I always warm up on the ski erg because the ski erg will warm up your triceps and your lats big time. Okay, and we're doing overhead press. Why we need to warm up our lats? Because when we're doing overhead press, we need the upper back to stabilize the shoulders. Also circumduction, warming up the shoulder. And your basics is blood flow, and also getting those shoulders lubricant, okay? So that's why I do the ski erg always before any upper session, bench press, or I would do overhead press. If I'm doing deadlifts, I would do the rower for about 500 meters and build up the intensity. So that's building up your lower back, your glutes, your hamstrings, you know, your quads, or you're pulling. So when you deadlift, what you're doing, you're pulling things towards you. If I am going to do squats though, I would jump on this guy here, which is the assault bike. The assault bike will blow up my quads and glutes, and that's why I mix up my warm-ups. I do that first, get everything warmed up, and then do like a specific warm-up, like maybe warm up my lower back and my shoulders specifically to get the right muscles activated. Then when I do overhead press, I'm good to go. Why I do this is because I've been injured multiple times, and sometimes it's rushing my workout and jumping straight into something. And that's how I tore my quad, especially in the winter. So take your warm-ups seriously. But everyone warms differently, so I'm just going to do it my way, which I've learned over years. The ski erg does it for me. Let's crack on. Oh my god! So 500 meters, 144. But you can see how the body gets warmed up from that. Triceps feel pumped already, and pretty much the core and the whole back and the glutes. The trick with the ski erg, use your hips. People that don't know how to use it use their arms too much and squat down. I'll show you how. This is not how to do the ski erg. So don't do this. Okay? If I didn't know the out, I do this. You push back with your hip. Coming back here, not down here. Okay? That is how you will do the ski. You will generate power from your hips, especially in the downwards phase. Arms are here, lock your lats in. As your hips hinge, you naturally move the cable. Together, you get that power. I mix it up though with this and this. Right, next, I'm fucked. GHD, let's go. So I've got something cool. I've got the GHD here with a band around it. I'll show you exactly why I do that. The GHD is powerful for warming up your posterior chain, but also getting your lower back nice and ready and juicy for your big movements. Because if your posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, lower back is all locked in, then we can press on that big foundation. So let's go GHD. We do 15 reps. And I'll show you what I do with the band. We go up and over, but with a band. Why? With the band, it allows the muscles at the back to turn on, and then we move, okay? What's the point of having no resistance? Let's apply some resistance and move around. So, let me show you. Into something reps. Now watch what I do with the bandit, it's very clever. Up and over, using resistance, so watch. Right. So that will literally get all my shoulders pumped up big time, especially the rotator cuff trying to stabilise, because as you move the band, it's fighting it. So the rotator cuffs and all the muscles that stabilise the shoulder will help lock it in. And now I'm ready to press. Triceps, lats, everything's warm. Let's go. Here, the posterior chain, his lower back, his glutes, his hamstring, all here will get activated. So he's fresh for big lifts. Just because you train upper doesn't mean you can't do any lower body warm-ups, because you have to remember, if you're pressing big weight, the whole body's working. The whole body's stabilising while the other ones are pushing the movement. Everything is primed and active, so let's go up to weight. 40 kilos next, then we'll go from there. Right, 40 kilos. Watch how I do this here, yeah, because what I'm doing, if you look, you will always work around the barbell. The barbell doesn't work around you, okay? So if you watch how I grab it, I pull myself into the barbell and I press. I don't grab it and then place it where I want to go, okay? You must bring yourself around the barbell. Humble yourself before the barbell. Watch the tension I create and explode, okay? Let's try and get you a better angle. Okay, did you notice how I brought that bar here? If I bring the barbell here, I'm creating a leverage from the shoulder. The wrist wants to be here, creating that compactness, okay? If I drop this down, the barbell's going here. To get it there, tuck it, okay? Right, program today though, I don't know what I'm doing. Last time we did 3 sets of 5 with 60, it was easy. So, this week, we're back on 4x6. So let's have a look. It says 75%, but we'll see. We might do 60 for 4x6. And then we'll go from there. So 5, 6. So let's go 50 kilos, do a quick warm up, and then we'll jump into 55. We're gonna start with 60 kilos. I'm gonna put a belt on though, just because I'm doing more volume. I don't wanna, because I'm doing more volume, I don't wanna tire myself out just because I've got squats tomorrow, I think. So, let's belt up for this. Wear the belt lower, I'll explain why in a minute. Right, so if I wear the belt up here, okay, so let's say it's up there, like you would with deadlifts. If I'm overhead pressing, I've got enough room to move, it'll keep me here. If I want to be able to get to this position here, that position with glutes squeezed, and they give me a great springboard to come off to. I can't really do it with the belt being this, like this, okay? So, if I put the belt lower, okay, which is literally, this is just above the hips. If I do that with the belt, I'll be able to contract my obliques easier and get a bit more of a thoracic movement from there. 60 kilos, first set. Let me just record this. 6, here we go. Matt is on the axle press. We got a cool little tripod now, which is sick because now I don't need to keep holding the camera. And I can make noises like this. Zoom, zoom. Okay, so what weight we got here, bro?
I will go up to 61.
Okay. 61 kilo on the push press. Nice pop. Easy. Put you a bit further back now so you can see the whole thing. Whole picture. Sets.
Either it could be both.
We're like a never-ending portal. Right, so Matthew has bought these for me to try on today. So these are for squatting. I've actually never worn these when I squat. Might wear these tomorrow if they fit. So they're like a knee sleeve but for your hips and your butthole. Okay, so it keeps everything tight. But I'll let Matt explain the science behind this.
She's basically asking us to describe here is compression shorts and what these are for. These are a 5mm thick silverback compression short. They're designed for heavy lifting, for deadlifts, squats. You can use these for overheads, anything where you're lifting a hell of a lot of weight. These are designed to put compression on the glutes, the hamstrings and the quads. They keep your legs warm between events. And they also cut down on the risk of muscle tearing or ripping during heavy lifts because of the compression. Another things these are used for is things like deep vein thrombosis, which can build up blood pressure, which when you're lifting heavy, your blood pressure spikes. Having something like this will cut down on the risk of clots building up.
Here.
Yeah, the socks do the same, as do the knee sleeves. Put that compression on, cut down on the risk of deep vein thrombosis. So these are very useful for keeping you healthy when you're lifting heavy.
Boom. So, basically, I'm going to try them on today to see if they fit. And if they fit, I'll wear them tomorrow for squats. And you'll see what I look like in these little bad boys. I actually didn't know what these were. Ironically, I just thought they were just compression shorts you wear when you like cycle.
Nope, use these or a similar pair in every single competition I compete in.
Okay.
Everything I do when it comes to competing, I use compression shorts. They cut down the risk of injury and help keep you safe.
There you go. Okay, so from the man himself, Matthew, by the way, has now deadlifted 300 kilos, is it?
300 kilos
Yeah.
is my max deadlift, yes.
So, last vlog, if you go and check it out, when it's all of us in here, me, Matt, Lewis and all that stuff, Matt hadn't hit 300 kilos, but he told me he wanted to hit 300 kilo deadlift. Interestingly enough, he pulled it and he stuck to his guns and stuck it out. When I first met Matt, he deadlifted 210. That was only about 3 years ago. His max was 210, but now he's pulled 300 off the floor, okay? 320 end of the year, he's saying. So that goes to show to anyone out there, is stick to something, be patient, be persistent, and watch what happens, okay? Life is like this, but it moves up like this, okay? And you hit your targets, and then that's it. Now Matt's looking at 320, okay? 300 was a stretch, and now he's got 300, now he's got 320, and that will be in the bank soon as well. Right, let me do my next set, then Matt will probably jump on his. So, third set, I'm not gonna record it, we'll just skip this part, and then we'll go to Matt. 3 sets in, we've got 1 more left to do, then move on to log press. But we're gonna watch Matt do his set next. Matt, what weight?
71 kilo for me now.
71 kilo on the axle bars, and say log then. Okay, so this is a little bit of a different movement, more of a strongman movement. Watch this. Here we go, big dog. Come on. Big press, look at that, flying. This used to be a struggle for Matt. Boom. Boom, good. There you go, brother. Good work. Okay, I remember when Matt used to struggle with that. So, what's your max now?
96.
96 kilos.
Missed 100 by like an inch. So,
every inch matters as well, unfortunately.
Regardless what people tell you, every inch matters.
There you have it. So, look, this used to be a struggle, and now he's repping it out. Then he's going to get 100 kilo axle press. Bear in mind, me and Matt are not heavy people, you know. I am 80, 81 kilos. Matt is about 86 kilos, okay? So we're like, you know, little pussy holes, but we're trying our best to lift big weight for us, because someone out here is probably repping that out whilst curling it. But, you know, we're natural. We do not take the steroids, but there are people there who are natural and super strong. But, you know, this is a different approach. We have to take recovery very, 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 very seriously. Our sleep and our meals. Not disregarding people who have taken enhancements. It's just because we're natural, we can't miss something because it fucks us up. Like if Matt has a shit night's sleep, if I miss a few meals, I'm gonna fucking feel this shit. Okay? So yeah, anyway, I'm trying to shit. Let's, last set, I'll record this one and then we will move on to the exciting part of the log press. Okay? That wasn't too bad.
That's good, really good.
4x6, 60 kilos in the bag. Let's move on to log.
The bar, so you know exactly the point. If I'm putting it on, I'm taking it off. Because any advantages that I get.
Oh, my shoulders are actually really tired now. Right, so we got log press on the benches. Why? Because I'm lazy and I can't be asked to pick up the floor after I've done all the overhead press. So we're doing log press off the benches. I don't even know what weight I'm doing today. I've got to check my program. Here we go then, bro. 81 kilo. Come on, bro. She got a deload on the log press, didn't realise, so I'm doing 3 sets of 10. Maybe do 50 kilos, maybe 55. If it's a deload, I'll do 50 kilos, and then we'll go from there. Probably a good shout just because my shoulders are pretty fried from that overhead press. With the TikTok.
Triple extension, you've got your ankles. Yeah. And you come up there. Your hips, your legs to drive up, and then your chest. So you got your.
I was going too fast. I was going up.
Yeah.
Like that.
So yeah.
So now I've started to pause, press.
Reset, press.
Yeah, because remember I was going heavy and then fall over. That's good. Right. So, easy peasy. I did that 4 weeks ago, 3 sets of 12 though, and it really struggled, like really struggled with it. So, I've done a block of volume log press. Now I've done a deload today, 3 sets of 10 with the same weight. Piece of piss. A progression doesn't always mean you've got to lift bigger weights. It means how good was that rep compared to 4 weeks ago. Does it feel groovier? Which is good. Stabilizers are strong, you're feeling empowered. And watch how exhausted you are after each set. That's still progression, remember. Especially on the shoulders, because shoulders can be a lot harder to grow than obviously your bench press and your deadlift and your squat. Happy days, man. Boom. Another set. 10 again, nice and easy. I'm trying to focus more on technique though here. Let me put myself a bit over here. I'm trying to focus more on technique with the overhead press. So, next set, let's go a short rest. This is good. Got to put some clips on though. The hardest thing in the gym is to flip clips. Always lose the clip. Easy! Yes! Well done. 91 kilo for double trouble. Smash that, bro. We're doing the log press, a little bit different to the overhead press. Why I'm doing it because I enjoy it, okay? There are probably better exercises which have carryover to the overhead press, but I'm enjoying the log press, keep my training fun. A little bit different movement though, because when you do it, you need to be, it's really hard to get this angle. Overhead press is here, the log press is here, compared to this, here. But also my body is going to be more here. Okay, my overhead press is like here, but the log is more here, and we're involving a lot more leg drive. You've got a strict press, you know, you can strict press, but this one here, we're going ankle, hip, up, through, boom, boom, okay? But it's a great movement because it's your stabilizers. So when you get the log and hold it here, your whole body is like this, trying to stabilize everything, which when you're handling big weights, that's what you need for stability, because you've got to try and get the weight from A to B in a straight line. When it's heavy as hell, if that movement goes a little bit forward by an inch, honestly, you can add kilos to the bar, it weighing 10 times heavier. And that difference there is when you fail a lift or you don't fail a lift, okay? So that's why it's important to have great, strong stabilizers, especially from the upper back, to really grind that bar from A to B in a straight line. Stabilization first, and then we move, okay? If, for example, it's like the shoe, you put the shoe on, but you won't run in the shoe with loose laces. You tighten up the laces in the shoe so it's locked in, and then when you run, it fits well and you perform better. That's all you do, and you're getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and then you press, okay? We don't tie our shoelace whilst running, we do it before we get everything locked in, then we go, okay? That is somehow my best analogy for creating stability first, and then we move. Right, last set of log, I'm not gonna record it, we'll move on after this. Boom. Right, 3 sets done, no point recording it, but anyway, we're moving on now, preacher curls and lateral raises. Bit of fun now, all the heavy stuff's done, but Matt's still got his big list to go. What you got? Oh. Is this 100 kilos, will we know? 101 kilo? Shit. 101 kilo, here we go. Come on! Come on! Ah. Right, we got that on camera. We got it on camera, but yes, he didn't get it, but he will get it. This is the thing, yeah? So he doesn't give up now. Matt will come back probably in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, who knows. Hit that again and see what happens. Right, let's move on. We're gonna do dumbbell rows. Bish bash bosh, let's crack this on. Right, we've got 40 kilos on the dumbbell rows. Yeah, we'll do 3 by 8. Big thing about when you finish overhead press and the strongman stuff, it's fun, it's heavy, but now we get to enjoy the piece. The piece is just doing the bodybuilding stuff now. 3 by 8, 40 kilo on the dumbbell row. Only because I missed it on deadlift day because I was short of time. Then back to doing this, like some basic arm stuff. There's nothing exciting now when it comes to technicality. The only thing I've noticed is my right lat doesn't contract properly compared to my left. So when I'm doing dumbbell row, I'm being consciously aware of my right lat being engaged, because when I'm benching, I get a little bit of a pain here, and it's coming from the scapula, not locking everything in. So we get a slight niggle like this, then I'm gonna pressing through that. Look at that, look at the difference from this to this. But when it doesn't work properly, this can happen, and then you get that impingement there in the shoulder. So I'm trying to get this lat to contract properly, building up the mind muscle connection, because then when I train bench press, it locks in better. And also I've noticed my infraspinatus, the rotator cuff, is not as strong as my left side. So what's it showing me is the stability is not as strong, which means that I think if it like on one of the sides, the screw is looser than the left side. So that means you get a little bit of instability going on when benching, which can cause aggravation in the shoulder. Don't blame the shoulder, blame what's going on around it, what's not doing its job. Okay? Right, so next set, let's go. Right, before we go, Matthew, the second attempt with 101 kilo. You're right. Shit. Acid reflux. Yeah. He's back. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Oh, bro.
So confidence in you, mate?
Yeah, it's 100 kilos, isn't it? Until next time. Oh, my nipple. What you got?
91.
Come on, Matt. In the bag. In the bag. Confidence. Get under that. Good. Double. That's better.
Go into the squat position, and how powerful do they feel from the hole at the bottom when you get into the low position?
Amazing.
Hot.
What are you talking about? Walking now. Wetsuit. Yeah, right.
Bitch, you make her